Good morning, you guys. I had looked this up because this is probably about a week ago. I was trying to figure out like why New York has such a hot spot. And I was trying to figure out where exactly 5G was rolled out. And I felt like the Lord had told me that things would begin in New York. And initially, New York was the epicenter. Um, they named it the epicenter of this pandemic here in the United States. Some would argue that the whole United States has greater, many more cases. And my theory, well, let me not go what my theory right now. What I did was I looked this up and I did find where there were 5G had been activated in New York. I was looking for all around the countries just to see if there around the country just to see if there was a correlation between the number of cases and in certain states and where 5G would be. I'm not sure if this particular article says it, but it seemed as if it said like 11 cities. Maybe it was a different article. So it says 5G. Today, the carrier announced the 5G service, and this is Verizon, will reach uptown, midtown, downtown Manhattan, along with select parts of Brooklyn, Bronx, and Queens. Okay? Just putting together some things because, and I probably should have looked up Chicago because they had I don't know what she is, mayor or whatever, saying, the African Americans or disparity populations were getting it more than others. This is my theory, you guys. They've also said that this is the baby boom. This is the pandemic that kills the baby boomers. And I just believe that what they put in those vaccines, I've heard everything from animal tissue to aborted fetal tissue, whatever concoction they may have put in there. Whether it was developed, I don't believe it was developed and released. You know what? It just really doesn't matter. I just really feel like there's a connection with the vaccines, okay? And 5G microwaving. I put out a video the other day discovering that there's a Pandora project, basically microwave technology that the CIA developed over like 20 years ago, okay? And it related to the Trump dream that I put out. And I didn't know it was a such thing called Pandora Project. Sorry, Chandra. Our goal is to provide 5G network coverage to more than 50% of the U.S. by the end of 2020. So I did try to go to the website, but it automatically, for T-Mobile, it automatically pulled me up to their website and my local coverage map area. So if you have T-Mobile or Verizon, I don't have either, you can see. And it talks here, millimeter wave offers fast mobile data speeds, but it's extremely limited reach requiring nodes on pretty much every street block where service is available, especially with cities with many high-rise buildings. Now, I did see a video where they were putting them in the underground thing, in the tunnel thingies. I forget who put that video out. Also, surprisingly, you guys, my stepdad said that he works for a company that paints the little nodule things, the bars on the 5G. Now, according to him, he says they are painting. They have some type of paint that is supposed to basically shield the microwave radiation from coming from the bars, which I don't believe it. I said, you believe that? I said, because I heard that 5G is like 10 times stronger than 4G. Something they told them as far as the paint that they put on. And I was trying to get questions out of it. I was trying to ask him some questions and get some answers. If I get some more answers from him, then I'll share it with you guys. But I think he said it was like an Avisa, kind of like an Avisa paint or something. And they have they can't mess up on this paint that's on this on the little bars that they paint. And he said it's selling out like hotcakes too. That's how it's still able to work. I don't know. If you guys have any knowledge of it, let me know. So this is back in September 2019, you guys. All right. Do they have them in the tunnels like some videos show? Are they putting them under the cement and stuff? I'll leave this below, you guys. I just was curious, not only because of that, because of back in like 2 years ago, they put up those facial recognition towers, and I had a vision of it. They were supposed to be like facial recognition towers to help with pre-crimes. Okay, it was like 2 years ago, and I had like a vision or a dream of it. And Dabu did a story on it. I haven't looked for it yet, but I need to. It just makes me wonder, can the technology also be in those things? They're supposed to be for facial recognition, but is the 5G technology also been installed in those little towers? I would think so. If they're putting them in tunnels, could very well be inside those little things, okay? On the streets in New York. All right, you guys, I'll leave that article below. You can look up your coverage map. There is some links where you can look up the coverage map, okay?